Hi, today we will see how we can download files from your S3 bucket to your local desktop using Python with just few lines of code. So let's get started. So to access S3 you can log into Amazon Management Console, and by going to services you can search for S3 and open it. I have already opened it, so let's see. So I've just created a bucket. Let me show how we can create a bucket. So here we will create a bucket like test ABC or Kashish test ABC, and let's choose the region. So I am doing all my work in region North Virginia US East 1, so I am selecting that. Just keep it checked, block all public access just for security purposes. Next, keep it as is and just create bucket. I already have one, so I am cancelling it, but this is how you can create a bucket in S3. Now I will access this bucket Kashish test, and we will see its contents. Okay, so we have two files, which is dummy CSV and cities.parquet. We will try to download both of these files into our local desktop using Python. But before that, there are some configurations that needs to be done so that Python can make a connection with AWS S3 using the code. So for that, just go to your account and select my security credentials, or you can do is go to services and search for IAM. So here you can access IAM. I have already opened it. Let's go to users. We will create a new user through which we will grant access to Python to make a connection with S3. Click on add user. Let's add a user, something like python test, and give both access programmatic and AWS management console access. Click on auto generated password, that's fine, and user must create a new password at next sign in. That's all, so look fine. Next, permissions, attach existing policies directly. I'm making this user as administrator, so I'm giving administrator access. Click next tags. I am not adding any tags. Next, review. I'm sorry. So let's just create this user. It's taking few seconds, and yes, it's done. So now you have few of the things to note here. One is the username Python test. Second is the access key ID. This is important. And second is third is secret access key, which I'm not showing here. So download the CSV. Okay, so this CSV will look like this. So you will have username, password, then access key ID and secret access key, and the console login link. We will use access key ID and secret access key to be used in Python to access Amazon S3. Now what you have to do is go to CMD, which is command prompt. You have to run few commands. I will show one by one. So you have to run this command setx AWS access key ID space the access key. You can pick it from here, access key ID, the value which is given in C2. I'm not showing because that is something confidential, so just paste that value here and press enter. So I'm not running it. Then once it is done, run the second command, which is for setting up AWS secret access key. Paste it here and paste the access key from D2 to the CMD. Paste the value here and press enter. And last is you have to set the region. Please note that default region, let me show how you can take it. Again, go to console. For region you have to go to your AWS S3 bucket and see. So if you remember, when we were creating the bucket, so there was an option to select the region. So I had selected North Virginia US East 1. So you have to just copy West East 1 and paste here and just click enter. So let me show how it will be done. I've just pressed enter, so it says success, specified value was saved. Now another important thing is how to verify that these credentials are saved. So once you run these commands one by one, what happens is all these values get stored in the environment variables of your machine, so that Python can directly access them from there, and there will be no duplication of putting your AWS credentials or access key again and again in your code. It will directly fetch from environment variables. So how to verify? Go here, go to this PC, right click, properties, and from here advanced system settings, and here environment variables, and from here you can see that AWS access key ID, AWS default region, and AWS secret access key, all these values are stored here. So that's fine, and some other by default variables are also there. So we are good with it. Click OK. We can close this. Now again coming to your bucket. Now we are done with the configuration to run Python code to access AWS files. Now I'm using Spider IDE to run Python code, which comes by default from Anaconda distribution. So you can run Python code on any other IDE which you are using, like PyCharm or Jupyter Notebook. So I am importing a library which is Boto3, and this helps us to make a connection between S3 and Python. I am importing it, so it's taking a bit time. Okay, it's done. So if in case you get any error for Boto3, so maybe your library is not installed, so you have to install by writing pip install Boto3. If you are using Anaconda distribution, you have to go to Anaconda prompt and run this command, or if you are using directly Python, you can do it in command prompt. So the command is pip install Boto3. Now let's ignore that and come to the main code. So here you have to give the path where you want to download the files on your local desktop. So I am trying to download in this folder, which is this directory. Copy the path, go to Python. Now one thing to note, that the path comes directly with forward slashes. You have to change it to backslash. Change it, and at last you have to add one more slash with it. Then next line is we are creating S3 object by using Boto3's libraries module, which is client, and we are using Amazon resource, which is S3. Then from this object we are utilizing a function which is download file. So the syntax for this function will be like this. First parameter will be bucket name, second parameter will be file which you have to download from S3, and the third parameter is file name in target. File name in target means the file name by which you want to store it in your local desktop. Going back to Spider. So now let's we will run these two commands to download files. Let me show what this command is doing. So by using this function, we are passing on my bucket name, which is Kashish test. Let's verify. You can see the bucket name is Kashish test. That's indeed. Second is the dummy.csv which we are trying to download. Dummy.csv is here, and third parameter is path plus test.csv. So path plus test.csv is similar like this. Let me show. And test.csv. So path plus test.csv is similar to this. So you can use this as well. Let me write it here. Okay. So in the upper one we have used path variable, and here we are directly giving the complete path. So both will work. That's fine. Now let's run the code, and just for the verification purposes, you can see that we don't have any file like dummy CSV or Parquet. So let's go to Spider and run the code. Run all these 4 lines and go to test folder. Just for verification, we have seen that these 2 files are downloaded from S3 bucket to your local desktop. So that's all for this video, and you can see that how easily we can download S3 bucket contents to your local desktop by just making connection using Boto 3. So hope guys you like this video. If you like it, please press the like button, and if you have any questions or you are facing any challenges with the connections or the configuration that we have done in this video, please post in the comment. I would be happy to answer your queries within 24 hours, or maybe some extra hours I will take, but I will definitely respond to that. So thanks guys for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel for more exciting and interesting videos. Thank you.